strings with your elbow, basically, right? So on E string, you have to completely just relax your shoulder and relax your elbow, and then play. Brilliant. Good. D string. D. That's G, that's D. Okay, so now, once you go to the tip, I need you to release this finger. And once you come back, you can feel it on the bow again. But once you go to the tip, you have to release this finger and that finger. Go. Release. Yeah, you see how I relax your pinky? Yes. Good. And go back to the tip. Okay, very nice. So William, when you play, it's like throwing a ball. Once your arm is extended, you let the bow go with your fingers, right? Same thing happens here. So once you go down bow, this and this finger, two fingers, they have to kind of release the bow. And you still hold the bow with these three fingers, but you release a little bit more. And then it becomes very easy. Try it. Yeah, you see, you could even go farther because you release the fingers. And come back. Now, that's very nice sound. Now, William, tell me, is there a difference in between releasing and lifting? So, I'm holding your arm, and now I released your arm. But I still keep my fingers on, right? But I released it because I'm not holding on to it. So there's a difference. I don't want you to lift any fingers from the bow. You had a beautiful, beautiful bow hold that I liked so much. It was perfect, like this. That was a perfect bow hold. So keep that bow hold, but feel it in your fingers how they just kind of let go of the bow, but don't lift them up. Beautiful. D string, back to D string. A. Very good sound. What? Oh. E. Good. So that was perfect. So do you understand about releasing the fingers? And you had an excellent sound. You had the best sound that you could make. So I'm very, 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 very happy with your sound. All right, now let's do lower half, shall we? So it starts from the frog and it goes to the tape and back. Now I need you to make sure that this finger makes circle with the thumb. Not this finger, but that finger. Another thing is that, and slant the bow towards your thumb. So when you place it at the frog, your bow lies on your thumb. There we go. All right, draw the bow, go. Beautiful. gonna write tilt the bow on your thumb. Onto your thumb. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So at the frog, you just let the bow kind of go whoop, with the hair. My stand is in a car. I had a gig and I forgot to get it. Onto your thumb. Alright, let's do whole bows, please. So you hear two strings at the same time, right? Which part of your body is responsible for string crossings, for string levels? Elbow. So if you lower the elbow, the bow will go down, right? So that's how you know. If you hear another string that you don't mean to do, your elbow is not in the right place. Very good. That was great. You know, I'm so happy with that sound. You know why? Because you look like a professional violinist and you sound like a professional violinist. You don't sound like a student. You sound like someone who knows what good sound is. Do you hear the difference? When the sound is very ringing, like his sound, it's not squeaky. It doesn't have any bumps. That's great news. So you did an excellent job at home practicing that. All right, good. So now we're gonna do a Mississippi stop scale. Have we done the scale with you? Yes, okay, let's do the scale. Whoa, 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 whoa. Mississippi stop. Okay, William. Remember, we did one thing that really helped you get the Mississippi stop right, which was what? Had little to do with playing. What was it? Do you remember? By the way, are you tired holding the violin? Do you want a little break? Or you're okay? We said it. Mississippi stop. Say it. Yes, very good. And you forgot to say it at home. Because now you're playing Mississippi stop, Mississippi stop, Mississippi. So you're playing the little notes really, really fast and the big notes really, really slow. So let's try this. Mississippi stop. First finger down. Mississippi stop. Second finger down.
Mississippi stop.
Third finger down.
Mississippi stop.
And E string, go.
Mississippi stop.
And first finger, go. Much better.
Mississippi stop. Mississippi stop. Mississippi stop.
no problem. So, there are very, very simple ways to fix it, but you have to do it right. So that means you have to say, I'm gonna write say it. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Mississippi snaps now. Do you ever look at in your notepad when you practice at home? You do? So do you read like what you have to work on, or does your dad help you?
My dad helps me.
Okay, good. That's nice. So we're gonna make your dad responsible. You didn't say it. No, I'm kidding. All right, good. So now we do Twinkle Twinkle. Okay, so good news. Your fingers fall on the tapes. So that's very good news. Good news is that your sound is decent. Good news is that it was correct. It was Mississippi, stop, stop. It was Mississippi, stop, stop. So it was very good. Now, last time we talked about a thing called the individual fingers. Do you remember what it was about? No? Okay, let me show you. So that part is fine. You did well. Can you put your violin in rest position for me? I want you to rest a little. Thank you. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. And now look. When I place my third finger down, how many fingers down do I have?
One.
Just one finger, right? Third finger. Because he's individual. When you play, when William plays, that's fine, that's fine. You do this, whack. All three fingers. And what it does, it makes your hand a little heavy, and it also takes you a lot of time. You're like... Like I could go and have a cup of coffee and come back. So, what you have to do is you have to when you start, as you're playing open E string, you're preparing your third finger. Boom. Okay? Give it a try. Yeah, I could go and... So, right now I could have... William, right now I could have gone and drank half a cup of coffee. Relax your fingers. So here's what we're gonna do. I want you to play a little slower. While you're playing open E string, your third finger starts hanging above the A string. So then it goes boom. Okay? I'll do it with your right arm. Ready? A string. Relax. That's it. You see how much bow I was using? See that? What does it do to the sound? Huh? What does it do to the sound? Makes it bigger. Okay, do it exactly like that. So. William, that was very nice. That's exactly how I want you to play that song. Now, you remember we play games that's called Be My Teacher? Okay, now sit down on a chair, and you're going to be my teacher. There you go. You know you have to be nice, right, as a teacher. Okay? I'm so nervous. William, Professor William. What do you think I could improve? It's kind of squeaky, okay. And how would you like it to be, Professor William? What kind of sound would you like me to make? Would you like me to play with beautiful sound? Oh, okay, so beautiful sound. All right, thank you very much. And Professor William, how do I make the sound beautiful? What do I have to do?
Make it lightly.
Huh?
Make it lightly.
Make it lightly. Okay, let's try that. Like that? Are you happy with my sound now, Professor William? Or should I change something else?
Make it loud.
And how do I do that? Come on, Professor Will. How do I play with a loud sound? What do I have to do? Does it have to do with the left hand or with the right hand? William, don't be afraid. I want you to tell me what you think. Let's figure it out together. That's what it's about. So is it right hand or left hand?
Right hand.
It's right hand, okay. So what do I have to do to make it louder? Come on, Will. I know you know this. You have to just tell me. Tell me how you think. Come on. Does it have to do with how much bow I'm using? What will happen if I will use more bow? What do you think will happen?
Make it loud.
You, me, I wait. So I should what? You said if I use more bow, then I make it louder. So tell me.
Use more bow.
Use more bow. Oh, thank you, Professor William. You helped me solve a problem. All right, now let's switch back. I like being the professor a little more. It's fun. But you see, it's hard. My job is difficult, right? I have to be able to help you. Okay. So what did we say about the sound? How would we like your sound to be?
Loud.
Not only loud, but also
More bow.
we'd like your sound to be more bow. That's not a sentence in English. Something that starts with B. Beautiful sound, right? Loud and beautiful. Okay. Now make loud and beautiful sound. Were you listening to your sound?
Really?
Not really. What were you busy with?
Making it loud?
Is it possible for it to be too loud? What I'm trying to say, William, is that whenever you play the violin, you see how cats have big ears? You have to pretend you're a cat and your ears are big. And they're all listening to the violin. Because if the sound becomes, like if there are other noises in it, then the sound stops being beautiful. And the sound can be too loud. So, about the sound, we're going to have a little fun. So we'll do, you know how in your dad's car or whatever, manual car, there's radio control and volume control of the radio. Have you ever played with it? When it goes loud and you make it loud and then you make it almost not, like you can't hear it. No? Okay. So, we'll pretend there are 10 volume levels on your violin. 0 being not playing at all, 1 being super soft, and 10 being very loud. Okay? So now, I want you to play a 10 for me. The loudest you can for Mississippi Stop Stop. Good. That was number 10. Can you play number 1? Good. Can you play number 5? That was more like number 3. So, number 5, a little more bow. Yes, I like that. Number 5 or number 6. These are the best volumes. So when you play Mississippi Stop Stop, I don't want you to play louder than number 6. And you will keep practicing that. Okay, great. Now we're gonna try to do Twinkle Twinkle with long bows. Alright, your turn. Was that a beautiful sound? So when it squeaks, that means what?
Like it lightly?
That means you're holding the bow too hard, right? So your bow hold is too strong. So lighten up your bow hold. Let's start over there. Oh, just one bow. And the third finger. Oh, like. Lighter, 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 lighter. Don't press down so hard. Relax this finger. Don't press so hard. How many E's? How many E's? How many?
Two.
Two. Yeah. Start tempo. No, just one B. Uh-huh. How many A's?
Two.
Whoa. What sound was that? I don't know. Don't press. Don't press. Sorry. Yes. Hear the difference?
What?
Stop. Just one E. Don't press. How many A's in the end?
One.
So you will end up bow. Don't ever let him play at home with the sound that's not beautiful. Okay. The moment you hear the squeaking, you know he's pressing too hard. You know he's holding on to the bow too hard. And it's a matter of habit. So if he will play with the squeaky sound at home, he'll get used to it. And then it's going to be like a bad habit that's going to be difficult to get rid of. Because what happens if you play with a sound that's not beautiful, your sensitivity to beautiful sound drops. And then it sounds fine because you let yourself play with that sound. So at home, if you hear any noises, anything like that, too much pressure. Sound should always be... Oh, that's the end of the lesson. The sound should always be very